Good evening, everybody. Are we on? I got my mic on. Everything's going good. Good evening, Linda. Linda Peterson's in the house. And there we go with Marianne Bimler and Tish with No Judgment Here. With Tish and Ross. With Tish, the podcast. Why did I tongue twist on that? Hey there, Old Man King Homestead and Heather Landskren, Arlene. There's my buddy Adventure Awaits. It's Chris. Evelyn Newman. There's Lacey P. Summers. That's new to my channel. She came from MT Homestead's channel. Awesome. Thank you and welcome in. Did I miss somebody? Seems like I skipped. Nope, I got you. I got you guys. Oh, just a second. I forgot to put the... Oh, no, I didn't. The link is at the top of the chat. There's 9 Acres, family farm. And Dale. Good. Goody.
Hey, how are you?
Good, and yourself? Is my volume okay?
Yeah, your volume is great to me.
Okay.
I hope that it is for everybody else. Well, I was still awake, still had my clothes on. I put my lipstick on and came up just to say hello.
You didn't swipe your lipstick?
I did. I just put my lipstick on again just for
you.
you.
She puts her jammies on and she goes.
That's right. That's exactly
I'm ready for bed.
Hello, everybody. I don't have a thing to say. I just happen to have clothes on. And so I thought I'd come up and say hello.
Is that an accomplishment?
It is an accomplishment to have anything besides pajamas at 10 o'clock at night for me. It absolutely is a huge accomplishment.
There's Reverend Joe Jacobson's in here and Troy Sutton.
Hey, Troy, I hope you're well. I hope that you're getting well. Hey, Evelyn, I'm glad to see you, Evelyn Newman and Amy from Leonard Mountain Homestead, hiking with Jackie Boy.
And
he's
MT
always
Homestead's in here. MT Homestead's in here.
Hey, MT Homestead, how are you? I hope you're well.
Podlaginist.
I didn't see that.
I didn't. I mean, I ran Pretty and Pooch's lives and MT Homesteads, but I was zonked out.
You took a little nap.
I had to because I was really dragging. I was really dragging. I was like, oh my God, I gotta do it live.
It turned cold here today. I mean, not cold like New York cold, but cold like North Carolina cold in the 40s. Yesterday was 77 and today was in the 40s. So it was quite a difference in weather, and I was a little bit lazy myself. And I had a live first thing this morning with Miss T with the T, had me on her show, and she goes live at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So I had to get up at 8 to make sure that I had all my coffee in and be functional by 8 o'clock. I'm usually up and about by 7, but I'm not really normal until about 9 o'clock. So I have enough coffee in me to be able to be human. So
Devil Dog's in here, and so is Hiking with Jackie Boy.
Yeah, hey, Hiking with Jackie Boy, and No Judgment Here with Tish Ross, the podcast. And as Monica says, Tish Ross. Tish, I can't say it 3 times in a row.
Don't even.
Tish Ross.
Lori's prepping for heavens in here. And did I say Debbie Dratch? Look at that. Oh, Farm All Fanatic.
Farm All Fanatic. You're good by 9. Yeah, I'm a 9 o'clock in the morning girl. That I'm up and ready to roll by then. I mean, I am upright before then, but I'm not right. Hey, Ace, Good to see you, sweetie.
Red Dirt Rooster Road is in here. Yeah,
Okay.
our Farm Mall Fanatic. I've been subscribed to him for a while, and I communicated through messaging at least on the comments. But
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find
yeah,
them
I
and
forget where they are.
be friends with them. Farm All Fanatic. There we go. They came right up.
Oh, they were sent here. They were
Cool,
sent
cool,
here.
cool. Oh,
Was that
well,
from above or
I
from the
should. Oops, sorry. I should already be friends with them. They came right up. Now we are. Now we're friends. Hey, James Hall. How you doing, honey? Yeah, we're good to see 9 Acre Family Farm. You've already been teaching classes for 2 hours by that time. Who Dale from
we
9
have
Acre Family Farm.
we have an old Farm Mall. That's the one that we pound our post with. I think it's a 62 or something like, maybe even later than that. I forgot.
Yeah. Okay, good. So, Brian, I do have one thing that I wanted to show you. I think of you when I got this. It is the funniest thing in Bar Run Forge. I was watching their live, and occasionally he'll have a little giveaway of some sort, a hashtag or something. And I'm sure, I mean, he was very kind to allow me to win the prize. I won the prize, and it was a hand forged hammer
Oh wow!
by a Mr. Jones. Now, let me pull this bad boy out. It weighs like 20 pounds. But
Wow!
this thing is absolutely beautiful and amazing. I didn't unwrap it the whole way because I wanted to show it on my Tuesday. But isn't that the neatest thing to know that someone made this and I have it? My husband and I will be pounding some things. And
Yeah, don't get her mad.
yeah, that's right. I don't want to be fat. It says 2.5 on the sticker. It might be backwards for people. I don't know,
Wow,
but
that's a half a bag of sugar.
the 2.5, and it has the little logo on there. But this is a prized possession to me.
Hey, who? Do you have any idea who the
It's
artist was?
Jones. It was someone on his channel that donated it. They're from Jefferson, Maine, and I have their name in my pictures, but it came from Bar Run Forge, and I'm trying to. It
The
was
small woodlots in here.
Kyle Jones, Kyle, Kyle
Oh
Jones.
yeah, I know of that channel. In the chat.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they have a channel. They didn't put any cards in or any kind of channel name, just their last name on the box. But I mean, just to ship it was $20 because the thing weighs so much. And then to make it, it's just a real treasure. You got a Bar Run hammer. You love yours too. Troy made it himself. Petite Jean River Homestead. That's so awesome. But I mean, I can barely lift the thing.
I
But
can't wait to go to the meeting for that, or the gathering.
yes, the gathering. That's right. When is that?
That is April. The
Something.
25th is in it. The 25th is one of the dates. I can't.
Okay, towards the end of April.
Yeah.
Yep. That's going to be fun. I hope you have a great time.
Yeah, it's real. It should be really interesting.
There's Bar Run Forge. I was showing him my handmade hammer by
his
Kyle.
nose was twitching.
Yeah, talked him up. I'm so honored. Honestly, it was so. Oh, the 25th through the 27th, he says. And
I knew the 25th was one of the dates.
Postal
Hey,
is
there's Gillum Farms.
Hey, Johnny.
Tish, I left you a comment in Messenger. Would you answer that question, please, when you get a chance?
anyway, it's a real treasure, and I wanted to share that on here because you love makers so much. You know, people that make something out of nothing.
I know. Did everybody see my car show collection I went to? Now that happened almost a month before I started my YouTube channel. And I always wondered how was it, because I wanted to use that footage somehow. And I was like, I don't have any, there was no other footage taken as far as explaining it or me in it or talking about it. I said, I don't have to. I'm just going to do what is it, ASMR? What is that called? ASMR. So I put it to music and gave the credits and let it rip.
Oh, and James Hall says he loved the Thunderbird. And
That was a beautiful collection. It really was. And it was clean. There wasn't any dust on anything. I was like, how in the world do you keep this clean?
I don't know. On a trailer with a cover and like gloves or something.
And all the cars were pretty much flawless and looked like they came right off the showroom floor, brand new.
Isn't that crazy how people do that? It's a whole world, really, the car shows.
So if you haven't checked that out, everybody, I'd appreciate it if you go check it out and leave a comment and everything you're supposed to do.
Well, I think you're probably getting some answers from Tish, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Got some things going on.
I'll have to check that out.
That's good. That's
I'll
good.
check that out.
And Amy says, y'all make sure you hit the thumbs up. Sorry.
Johnny Foster is in here. And did I say James Hall? James Hall.
Hey, James Hall. He says a duster. Yeah.
I look forward to seeing everybody. And the way I've planned it, going to those two events, I should just about see everybody I want to see, except for you.
Yes, I know. We will. One day we will. Well,
if not, maybe I'll just have to go see my nephews.
You'll have to come to Carolina. That's right. Come to North Carolina. And they don't live
Old Path Woodworks and DIY Plus.
Yay.
Now that is new to me. Is that new to me?
Well,
I'm going to be checking it out. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate that.
You got to check these folks out.
Old Path Woodworks and DIY Plus.
I do. I wish I could come to 10 Killer Dale from 9 Acre Family Farm. I truly do. Traveling all the way from New York, or
don't you're closer than I am.
It's quite the distance, and I'm cutting things. I'm only doing 2 things that I know of this year. Is Soil Family Expo with Bobby and Sherry Black from Black's Tropical in Savannah. I can drive there. It's going to be about an 8-hour drive, but I've got a friend I'm meeting halfway, and she's going to drive the second half. And then the cruise, I'm going on a bucket list. I'm going on that Alaskan cruise. It's going to be crazy.
Shalom. You subscriber Shalom. Is that a name or what? No,
Shalom means bless you. Hope that you're well. It talks about the Lord. Old Path Woodworks, which is nice. Shalom.
Come back to you. Would you let me know your first name and where did you hear of my channel?
Yeah, that's always fun to know.
Was it in somebody else's channel or did you come across my channel out of the blue?
There you go.
Ace? I didn't say hi to Ace. I heard you say hi to Ace. I did not say hi to Ace.
Yep, Ace. They've been so sweet, and they ordered some of the things that I have, some of my oils and things. You have instructions for the hand salve. It sure does help. I do actually, Ace. I have some calendula oil that I made because I have so bad psoriasis so badly on my hands and on my feet. And so I made some calendula oil, and I use it when I'm having a breakout. I use it several times a day. I just put some on my hands and rub them together. It really has helped me a lot. You need to get your Social Security before you can plan anything, Jean River Homestead. Petite Jean River Homestead says. I totally understand. And Dexter, Tish said she sees Dexter.
Yeah. That's my baby.
He's a weak little boy.
Now I just saw the answer to Old Path Woodworks.
Mhm.
I can't find it now.
Well, it says shalom means peace, health, and prosperity. And you found the channel while surfing. They found the channel just surfing the net. Isn't that fun? And Alan is his name.
Alan.
So welcome in, Alan.
Alan is the name.
We're glad you're here.
Leanne Gunther's in here.
Hi, Leanne.
Would anybody else like to come up and join Ann and I?
Yes, please don't feel like you
I
can't because I'm here. Please, everybody else feel like they can come up too. Farm All Fanatic says I'm an old Keeping It Dutch YouTube friend. You knew him when he had 5K subs. Oh, that's been a minute. That's been a minute.
Yeah, James, I would assume they dust them. They probably have a pretty good dust filtration too, so they don't have to be dusting every 2 seconds. But I would imagine. I mean, I know when I worked at Home Depot, they had to be dusting on their lawnmowers all the time to make them look showroom.
Absolutely. So you worked at Home Depot for a while?
Yeah, from 2009 to 12. I did.
Well,
I was one of those people. But I wasn't like the other ones. I went looking for the people to talk to and ask them or let them ask questions and stuff. And I knew where everything in that store was.
You absolutely are not like the rest of them then, because when I go in those places.
Oh, and you know what? I know working with them, even I go in there now everybody I knew that worked there is gone now. But
yeah.
Man, they literally like hide. They hide when you come in.
They do. I'm telling you.
Like,
you see what Dale says from 9 Acre Family Farm? He says, hold on. I'm going to put some clothes on and some lipstick. Well, it is what it is, right?
We don't want to see that.
The clothes, maybe.
Keep
the clothes. We do want
that to yourself.
Yeah, but Ace, I appreciate you asking that
Definitely.
about the calendula oil. I have gotten a lot of relief from that to be able to help myself. And since it was helping me so much, a bunch of my friends said, Ann, you've got to share that with people. So that's why I started the website, of being able to help people. And Todd says, what was the HD catchphrase, Home Depot catchphrase? You can do it. We can help if you can catch us.
That sounds about right. Man, I know I worked in the garden department primarily while I was working there. And the people I worked with were they were in the break room. I was like, am I working by myself here?
Obviously.
The people I worked
Hey, Johnny.
Or they were kissing butt in the manager's office.
Oh, well, that's not really a good example.
But it's the truth. How you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing well. How are y'all? I saw your hammer. It got hammer time going on there, isn't it?
Dude.
That awesome.
Get her man.
2.5 pound hammer.
2.5 pounds could put a pretty big dent.
Yeah, workout.
Just
That's
amazing.
nice, isn't it? That's real nice.
It's such a treasure. I mean, I almost would hate to use it because it's such a prized thing. Yeah. I know having Uncle Spoons and various things that we make and do, they're meant to be used. They're meant to be functional. But it really is. I really do treasure it. And thank you, Bar Run Forge. Thank you, Troy,
That is
for
nice.
allowing me to participate in that, because I might not be a maker, but I certainly do appreciate the work that this gentleman did.
I came up with a plan.
Gems.
I came up with a plan for that. If I should give somebody something I made that is supposed to be used, I'm going to make them bang it on something before
Yeah.
have it. You can't have it till I see you bang it on a rock or something.
What would that hammer be used on? Well, we do quite a bit of pounding things in the ground, quite frankly, when we're gardening, things like that. And this would certainly make it easier. I can hardly lift it with one hand. I got to use my arm on the handle there. But my husband could certainly hammer some things away.
You're going to have to double elbow that.
Yeah, that's right. Used for foraging, Lacey, James Hall says. So what you been up to this week, Johnny?
Oh, got a cat. Well, you know me. It's always got
The
some
videos
cattle or cars or something like that.
Yeah.
Got a couple of cows that are getting ready to have it drop a calf just any second, if they haven't already, while I've been home this evening.
Oh my goodness.
I've got got Christina Jeep last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, got it on at an auction.
It's green, John.
Jeep.
It's green.
Huh?
I asked you what color it was last week, and you said, I don't know.
It's got a lot of different colors.
It's green. That's your shirt.
So, but anyway, it's got her a Jeep, and got a spot cleaned out in the shop and throwed it in there. So, night, small woodlot.
Yeah, good night, small woodlot.
Right.
Thanks for coming in.
And then let's see, going to an auction tomorrow, going to an estate auction tomorrow.
Wow.
So, and it's got a lot of really cool stuff like the last one did. So I'm getting ready for, Christine told me to be on the lookout for some stuff.
Okay.
Took the dozer to the shop today. So,
Well,
put the
were you
Huh?
looking for like it was something, a particular piece of equipment,
looking for a sprayer.
sprayer.
Yeah, I'm looking for a pasture sprayer, 3-point hitch or on wheels that runs off the PTO, runs off the PTO on the back of the tractor is the way I want to run. I don't want anything that has an electric motor or you have to have an external like gas engine. I just want to run off the PTO pump. So,
All righty, let's see if Dale's wearing lipstick.
That'd be like putting it on a pig, wouldn't it?
you get your lipstick on, Dale?
That's it.
I want to see.
I was going to say something about I got my lipstick on before Dale did, but I didn't.
Maybe chapstick, but that's about as close as I'm going to come to lipstick.
There you
I don't
go.
want to see that on either one of you.
Hello, everyone in the chat. I saw all of you saying hello. I just wanted to say hi.
Yes. How you doing, Dale? You got a wide angle lens there.
He's using a GoPro.
I
Okay.
stream from my GoPro Hero 10 Black.
Cool.
Hooked to my computer as a webcam. So
Yeah. Looking
Uh,
good. Looking good.
appreciate it. But
Well, lipstick.
no, that
does not-
hammer, I could use that hammer in my line of work. I can guarantee I've got one about like that.
Do
That's
you?
a bearing driver right there. You can
They
drive
sell them at the Home
big
Depot.
bearings. So, most of mine say like Snap On or Matco or something on there.
Most of mine say Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't screw up. Can you screw up a mallet? I don't think you could.
Oh, yeah.
Break the handle
It's
out
gotta
of
be,
it.
Hey,
it's
I
gotta
got
be just as good at Harbor Freight.
about 40. Yeah, I got about 40 of them college students. They can figure out a way to screw up about anything, Brian.
I'll tell you a story about a hammer real quick. I was you know, I'm gonna give you a tip.
Gather around.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a tip right now. Don't beat on one hammer with another hammer.
Uh-oh.
'Cause I was doing that. I was beating on one hammer with another hammer. I had a hammer on something, and I was hitting this one, and what I was doing is I was mashing something down. It was a car rim,
Mm-hmm.
and that hammer exploded when the one I was hitting, and I got a piece of shrapnel in my stomach about that deep.
Yep.
Oh,
It went all the way into my stomach, and they had to do minor surgery to get it out.
Yep.
oh
They'll
my
shatter.
gracious.
Yep,
That's
they will
exactly
share.
right.
So,
Seen it in action myself.
Oh my
oh,
God.
don't leave like Paul. Oh, I could have left. That was my. I could have
Yeah.
left right then after
I was
that
gonna say
story.
Paul Case. That's his catch line. You know,
Oh, I
he
could have,
tells a story and
man.
then
I missed it.
That's okay. I know you got to say bye to Paul when he's in the mid story, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah, as soon as he starts telling a story, you just say bye, Paul. See ya.
Lori's prepping for heaven. If you'd like to come up, please show your video first.
I
And
know
I'll
her
let
camera
you-
wasn't working, so
Oh, it wasn't?
Oh.
no. She updated her computer and she can't figure out how to make her picture come back up.
So do you
So-
think it's okay?
That's what someone said the other. Someone said on the
Well,
live the other night. So
But I still understand. You have to.
Yeah.
You think it's okay? Let's take a vote here. Is it okay to bring her up then?
Is it Lori from
Is it
Lori
Lori?
prepping for heaven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so, but she was wearing a red wig.
that's Lori.
That's Lori. Well, we'll kick her out if she says
Well, we
anything.
know Lori's a good person. We just want to make sure it's really her.
Yeah, that's Lori.
Hello.
It's me. Hi.
Lori, have you tried going to settings and going to your camera and turn it on?
Well, you know, I tried that. I tried a million things since last Tuesday, and nothing seemed to want to work.
Oh, you've been
But-
dealing with this for a while. There
There
you
you
go.
are.
Hey,
I'm so excited.
There
I
you
finally
go.
got it to work today.
what'd you
And I
finally
didn't
figure
have to
out?
take it anywhere.
It's a shutter
I-
slide.
It
I
was
still can't figure out how to take pictures and have it save pictures because it doesn't seem to want to create a file to save pictures in. And I don't know what the heck that is going to entail trying to fix, but at least it works for this.
there. You
Yeah.
go.
There you go.
That's wonderful.
She,
The link-
you're way above my pay grade. You start talking about doing that.
I'm telling you, I did so much searching and uninstalling the camera and reinstalling the camera and trying to update this and update that and going through all the sound settings and it was driving me crazy.
Yeah.
But I finally got it.
Well,
I'm
good.
challenged technically too. So yeah, you got it. Oh, Nee, look at you. You're up here. That's awesome.
I am so happy I finally got it fixed. Amen.
Amen.
Lori figured out how to go live, and she become a live monster, man. One night, her and Chris from Texas Raider, they were live from like 9 o'clock till like 9 o'clock the next morning. I'm pretty sure. I know for sure
It
it
was
like
about 6
6:30.
hours.
Yeah.
Hi, Ed from Whistle Stop Homestead. Good to see
Hey,
you.
Ed.
Oh, whistle
Hi,
stop.
Eddie.
Hello, everyone in chat.
Old Path Woodworks and DIY Plus says, I got a new laptop and couldn't get the camera to work. Wife walks by and slides the shutter slide open and it works.
Yeah.
What is the
Yeah,
phone?
I wish
A
it
lot
was
of
that
people don't know
simple.
that on a laptop, right above your camera on a laptop, there's a little bitty slide that you can slide back and forth over your camera. I didn't know it until
Not on this one.
4 or 5 months ago. I was like, what's that? Like, I was actually cleaning the camera off and my camera went away.
Oh gosh.
Leonard Mountain Homestead's here. Amy. She's here.
Howdy, Amy.
Amy and Chris.
Yes. Hi, Amy. Well, I'm glad you got some folks up here, Brian. It's not that often that I'm functional at this time of night. So I just want to come up and say hello to everyone and say hello to you, let you know I was thinking about you. And I'm going to head on out and take this lipstick off and go put some jammies on. That's right.
It's always good to see you, Ann.
That should be your departure. What do they call that?
My sign off, my clothes, my
When
outro.
you sign off, you go, signing out.
I think I'd get lipstick all over this shirt. I'd definitely do it. Crazy what YouTube can get you to do.
Now don't be
it's always a
scrolling on
pleasure
your
to have
phone and drop it on your face, because I have been known to do that before. Fall asleep and drop it on my face, you know.
Always a pleasure to have you on, Ann.
That'll wake you up.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a great night.
Good
Bye,
night.
Ann.
Good night, Ann.
I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
Bowen. Thunder
Hey,
State
Bowen.
Ministry.
Yeah, I just saw that as she was signing out.
Okay, I have to pop out my chat and bring it over in the corner over here. I'm wondering if it has something to do with the fact that I have two monitors. I still don't even know what I did to fix it. I know I did a whole lot of checking this and checking that and going through the whole sound system and
Welcome to the club.
it
That's
was
how-
driving me.
That's how anytime I'm trying to figure out, it's a total accident. I was doing trim where I had these 3 pieces of trim coming together at all different angles. Not only were they angling as they hit each other, but also an under angle. Don't even ask me how I did it. But
I'd have
It's
pulled
done.
every hair out of my head before I got done with that, Brian. If you got done with
Yeah.
that,
Bailey Wordworks is in here. Good evening, and thank you for coming in.
hi Bailey.
Hello, Mr. Bailey.
You know Bailey?
Well, yeah, from your
Okay.
lives.
The way you said that, I was like, oh, you know Bailey.
Well, yeah, I remember the name. I've
Cool.
seen him in yours, and I think I've seen him in what's his name? Woodworks, the
Bearded?
wooden stuff.
Oh, wooden things and stuff? Yeah.
Wooden things and stuff, yeah.
Wooden stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
I know something like that.
I started
been-
watching your live, Bailey, with the tool handles. I got to go back and check that out because the thumbnail looks interesting. I just couldn't watch it at that moment.
So did I catch that Bar Run is having a meetup the same weekend as Tin Killer, or did I get confused?
Yeah, it's in Ohio. He's having one.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
wow.
where Brian's going this year. He's going to that. But then he's going to come down to the Mid America to
I get
Oklahoma.
to see everybody. I get to see.
He'll see us all at Mid America. And I think
Unfortunately, I won't be able
to.
to make it to Mid America. That's the weekend of our graduation at the college. That's why I couldn't go to Jan's last year, because it's that weekend. So
Yeah.
I won't
not
be able to
gonna
make it to
make
Mid
it?
America. Do
Oh,
I? No.
dang it!
Seems like these meetups are tightening up more and more every year. They get closer and
Yeah.
closer to each other.
Because MT's had you down is coming. So
Yeah, I thought he said something about you were going to come for a day or something, but I
said
thought
they
that
were
was
coming. They said they were coming. You guys were coming one day. Everybody said.
Well, I thought maybe I could pull that off, but it's not looking like it after the work week I've had. So no, I doubt it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll try to We'll wait until it's closer to time, but it's not looking like that.
Yeah, if he's doing a live and he's in a parking lot, like at night somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
No,
Thursday
unfortunately,
night, if you see him, like in we're just kind of doing it from this parking lot here.
unfortunately, no. So I don't know. I didn't send them and tell them I would be there for one day or anything.
Todd Ledger. Yes, it is the Southwest Ohio.
Southwest Ohio.
Evelyn can't make Mid America either because she has to rent a car and she is going to come to 10 Killer. So Evelyn will be at 10 Killer and Dale will be at 10 Killer. We'll be at 10 Killer and so we'll get to meet up there. But I think Brian's going to swing by here before time. I think you're swinging through here.
Just a swinging.
Yeah, just a second. Bailey's asking all of us well dwellers about the pressure on our tanks. Let's see. Does anyone, here, I'll put it up. Does anyone know that if you have well water and pressure tank, you are supposed to check the air pressure in the tank every 6 months?
Bailey, I've got a video on that actually on my channel. Just saying.
I got a video on that one. Why does that sound familiar? Jeff Killian's in here. Good evening.
Rebecca, Suburban Hillbilly. What's up?
Yeah, so Todd Legendist, did you say you were in Ohio? Man, if you can go to that Bar and Forge gathering, that would be awesome. Same thing with you, Bailey. You're close enough.
James doesn't be able to make it to any of the meetups because he may be going back to work.
James, no.
James has been off for a while. He probably wants to maybe get back to work.
Yeah, but your dog needs to meet Dexter.
Bailey, I can tell you one thing. If every time you turn on the water, you hear it kicking on outside, I mean, just like immediately, like, yeah, that you need to check that air pressure in that tank.
You're supposed to fill it up until you hear bubbles.
Well, there's an amount that you put in it that I'll need to watch my video to see how much
40 to 60
I put in it.
You want it to come on at 40 and go off at 60 is what we have.
Yeah.
I just turn on the faucet.
Do you have a well?
We're rural water.
Okay. Yeah.
He's got city water.
I tell you what, if we had that rural water that's over here, we'd be without water like 70% of the time, I think, because I get a message on my phone that says we're working on the line, so you may not have any water constantly. I bet I get one every 2 days.
Really?
Wow.
Wanda Henry is in here, and so is Suburban Hillbilly.
I would have a hotline because my oldest son, that's what he does now, is works for our rural water district. So,
hello, Suburban Hillbilly.
That's what I
Hey,
said.
Suburban Hillbilly.
There's Bobby, Bobby Peter Petit Jean River Homestead.
Long time no see, Suburban Hillbilly.
Suburban Hillbilly.
Just saw something running through my yard and don't know what it was.
Oh, that's not good.
Was it a jackalope?
That's what I was.
It's a jackalope.
Well, he's kind of in that country. It might be the Sasquatch over there, right? That's what I hear.
That could be anywhere.
I don't know. If I were the Sasquatch, I would want to stay away from people too.
I saw. Yeah, Dale was after the prairie Sasquatch.
I was after that prairie Sasquatch, ever elusive.
Well, I saw
Hello,
his
Wanda.
eyes, said, yeah, that's me. That's me, Peter. I'll never hook into a water line. I have a good well. That's right. That's what we are here. If
You
we
guys
had
have-
real water here, I wouldn't even hook up to it.
You guys have water
Yeah,
running through your area, Peter? I would actually like it if they would hook ours up. I mean, I could still use our well water for certain things, but my parents have a massive water filtration system, and that's where I get all my drinking water. At my house, I have hard water, but I use a softener. I don't drink it though. I use it just for washing
Very
stuff.
few people here have wells.
Prayer, suburban hillbilly, went through
Yeah.
a major spinal surgery. Still getting
Ouch.
better. Praying for you.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Good to see you here.
she really had it bad. It was major surgeries. I think multiple surgeries, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I understood.
Yeah, definitely prayers up.
Yep. Yes. Oh, take Bailey's thing down. Say hi to Wanda for a second.
Yeah, we don't have real water that runs right down where we're at here, so we have to have a well, but we have rural water out where the cattle are. But that's where I get all the messages all the time that the water would be out. And if I'm thinking if we went back to water over there, I'd probably drill a well out there because, man, the water here is so good. I mean, it is so good through our well. So
I didn't realize you had other buildings on that property, or is that your brother's?
no, I got a shop and over there, a shop and a couple other little buildings on it.
I
But
just thought
I don't have any
I
place.
always thought it was just the cows over there.
No, there's a shop and 30 by 40 shop, and then there's a little woodworking shop that I had there when I used to work with wood and stuff like that. Yeah, work with wood anyway. And then
Johnny does it all.
and then there was the
Yeah, it was
other one
holding
where I
out,
kept the lawnmower and stuff in it.
holding out on me because I've been talking about maker stuff all this time. And I made a bow. I made it. I built
What a beautiful bow.
We get boil water alerts a lot. They have county water, but they have to boil their water a lot over there at Dale's place. Scary how much bacteria gets into the water everywhere. Yep. You know, it's a lot harder to get bacteria in the water whenever the water comes from like 500 feet down, though. Because
Yeah.
and there ain't no chicken houses around, so and or big pig farming operations or nothing like that. It's pretty good water.
Well, think about it.
Ours is 120 foot and it's beautiful. Our water is great. My sister-in-law used to live a couple of towns over that had city water from Worcester. And they used to come, she used to save all her milk jugs and wash them out. And she'd bring them over here and fill them up like a dozen at a time to bring home to use for drinking and cooking.
That is a good rule of thumb, Johnny, as far as the amoebas and all that stuff. But there are what is it? Is it bacteria or are they living organisms that can live in boiling water and as deep as the Titanic? So you never know.
Can does it? Not
What?
necessarily.
Yeah. What are the chances they're going to be in your water?
I don't know. The water table here is about 6 inches low. now.
Yeah, the water table is 6 inches. Wow. All right, Amy.
I'm gonna head out. I'll leave you running. You're gonna leave me running?
Oh, you get your exercise that way, you know?
Been drinking well water all my life, except my granddad's farm spring water there. Now that's good water. There's a couple of springs up in our area, and my niece used to go get bottles of water, and it just runs. It's just a constant running tap.
Yeah.
We whenever I was a kid, now this ain't now, but whenever I was a kid, we had a creek on either side of where we lived. We had one called Mill Creek and the other one was called Menard Bayou. And either one of them, we would just drop, when we were thirsty, we'd just drop down on all fours and get a drink and go on our way. And we never got sick. So, you know,
Yeah,
I don't know that I would do that now because there's a lot more people, you know, than there were before. But there were sure a lot of cattle in those creeks back then, and we still didn't care. You know,
Lori, Bailey is asking you if you live close to Hoosier, Ohio.
Oh, Worcester, Ohio? No, Worcester, Mass. Worcester. It's Worcester.
Worcester. Shire sauce?
Worcestershire sauce that everybody can't pronounce.
Wash your sister sauce.
Sister sauce. I know. I always crack up when people say that.
Heartland HQ with Dank and Tank is in here.
hi, Tamara.
Jeff Killing.
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Yeah, Johnny, when I grew up in Missouri, I would drink out of the creek too. Never think a thing about it. But you learn at a young age, you never walk upstream from where you just drank because you don't want to see what was upstream of it.
We had a spot when I was a little kid that was on a back road that there was hardly any traffic on, and there was a little pond across the street that I used to go fishing at. And there was this little spot that was about the size of one of those big drums, oil drum, about 2 inches across, 2 feet across. And it was the water was so clear you could see the bottom, and it was deep. And all the sand on the bottom was pure white. And it was, my father told me, he said, that's the old spring. He said, you can drink out of that water anytime you want. That is pure awesome spring water.
Yeah, bubbling up through there.
Yep.
My wild
bubbled up from the bottom.
Good evening. How you guys doing?
Hey, Matt, Melody and Ryan.
Hello.
All I knew was if the game warden drove by, run.
No kidding.
Who was it that said he used to drink the creek water until the beavers came in? What was that? That was
James Hall, I think.
James Hall.
Yeah, he said his father's from Milford, Mass. I used to live in Milford when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. I lived in Milford for a while.
That's just a couple of years ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Killian, I asked you, and I don't know if you gave me an answer last week, but are you going to the gathering?
So what have you been up to, Dale?
Work. Yeah, I'm supposed to teach like 24 hours, and I'm teaching 54 credit hours.
Oh wow.
I'm now the coordinator, and there's a lot of nights I'm not making it home until 5:30 or 6 o'clock. But other than that, I got a video that I need to edit on the project that we've been, the ongoing project here and stuff like that. But
Bearded Viking Woodwork is in here.
right this morning, I tried to not kill myself walking out on the porch in the ice because it
Oh, really?
iced over everything here.
Really?
All the bridges, all like our porch, we had mist all night long and it got below freezing. So everything was covered in ice.
Wow.
Black ice.
And
We didn't get that cold here.
shout out, I am going to be forever grateful to your wife for letting us in on her little secret, because that saved us this year, where she said lay the towel down on the steps.
Yeah.
That works. The towel sticks to that and you don't like fall. But
Right.
if it wasn't for that this morning, we probably would have been better off just to slide off the porch and hit the ground. It was bad.
Wow.
Just get on your butt as soon as you step out the door and just slide down the steps.
Because you were going to end up on your backside one way or another. I'm telling you.
Man, our property is completely glazed over with ice. We have to ride the gator between the buildings because
Really?
we wouldn't make it. We would not make it. In fact, there's some spots that looks like an ice skating rink. It's long, flat spots with just ice.
Yeah, we've got Dad. Been helping Dad.
Not fun to walk on that.
Cattle and everything. I mean, it's been nice to not have to deal with breaking any ice or anything, and water just kind of freed up 3 days ago or so. So we're probably due for it to freeze up again.
Yeah.
78 degrees. I could use a warm day right now. I need there's things outside I need to do, and I've just been avoiding them because it's, for one thing, it's glared ice out there, and it has been for the last handful of days.
I'll tell you what, today it was foggy. It was foggy all day long here. I mean, it was just a mess. I mean, it was so foggy that whenever you met somebody that didn't have their headlights on, you was saying a couple of choice words, saying, "You need to turn your headlights on so we can see you," But anyway, anyway.
If any of you want to see a character, go watch Bearded Viking Woodworks. He makes all kinds of stuff, and it's kind of cool. So you're gonna want to go check him out.
Yeah.
You don't need a link. That'll pop up. That'll pop up pretty good on the. Does some pretty.
Yeah, all these people talk about playing ice hockey. Yeah, we're not doing that. In fact, I won't even. There is a sad story from here with playing on the ice. A third grader and fourth grader last week. The town a couple about 20 miles north of us, they went missing, and they found both of them in a pond, 2 holes. Both of them gone. It was the saddest deal.
Yeah, that's really sad.
One of them's bike was still out there where they were riding their bikes and playing on the pond, and but
could I get somebody to put Bearded Viking Woodworks link up? In fact, I should just make him a moderator. I'll make you a moderator.
oh, there he is.
That is sad. That's for sure.
Yeah, prayers up for the families and for the kids.
Yeah, not to bring it down to. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, that ice, it's.
The biggest
I
problem-
watched the video. I watched the video the other day. These people were driving a truck across this like lake,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just driving across there, just just cruising across there, and all of a sudden, right through the ice they went.
Yep.
And the last scene I saw on the camera was like water covering the screen, and they were climbing out trying to get out the windows and stuff like that. I mean, I could not imagine driving a foot on any ice anywhere. I saw them do it in South Dakota, and I thought that was the craziest thing ever.
I remember when I lived in Colorado, Western Colorado, guys I worked with, they're like, we need to go ice fishing this weekend. And I'm like, that doesn't even sound like a good time. They're like, oh, come on, we're going to go. So I went with them up on the mountain, up there, and we drilled this hole through, 10, 12 inches of ice and sat there and froze to death all day long and caught little bitty fish, and they just were excited about it. And I'm like, yeah, I just as soon as stayed home. This is ridiculous. I mean, it'd been different if we were catching like great big channel out of that hole or something like that,
My brother used to come over here, and he'd come in the house. He'd get himself all dressed up, go out, drill all the holes with his auger, set up all the bait and everything, and then he'd come in here and watch through the glider to see, look for flags.
Oh, look for the tip ups.
Yeah.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Kept warm.
All I can think about with that too is you all remember watching grumpy old men, or the one
Part of
hooks
it, yeah.
onto the ice shack and shoots it out in the middle of the lake and it falls in.
I don't know. I think I could enjoy sitting in my recliner chair rather than
Yeah.
sitting out there freezing on the ice cube. String.
Yeah.
I hear people talk about ice fishing, and just like people in here saying how awesome ice fishing is and stuff like that. But I kind of like to fish whenever it's kind of, I will fish in January and February for blue cats because they do bite in the cold weather on open water where, the sun starts warming the shallower, and they'll come up to the shallower water because the sun's warming it a little bit. And you can catch some good blues like that. But, man, sitting in the ice, especially if you drove out there, like if you drove your truck out in the middle of the lake and you're sitting there the whole time, all I could think about was, you know what? We're getting ready to go through this ice. I'd be
Yeah.
really good. And they do lose a lot of trucks like that. A lot.
Who was it? Is it Heavy Parks that that's like their side business is doing nothing but recovering all the vehicles that fell through the ice in the middle of the winter once it thaws off. Like that's all they do.
And those trucks going over the ice in Alaska, that just amazes me. And the ice is literally just
ribbons in front of them
bending down as they go over it. Well, everybody, it is 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock Central. And it's time to get out of here and go over and see Peter at Old Man King Homestead. So I want to thank everybody that came into the chat and my moderators for protecting my channel. Thank you, Lori and Johnny and Dale for coming up on panel and Dale. It was always a pleasure. And we'll see you next week, Wednesday, 9 o'clock Central. Bye for now.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. God bless.
What?